Very good. Okay. So everybody, welcome to the spoken English class today. This is me, Saeed Ahmed from IELTS Mentor, and I would like to welcome you all to this class, especially Muhammad Abdullah Mahmoud and Trisha for joining us today. Let me explain what we're gonna do here, and I'm doing it in Bangla, so it's clear to everybody, and then we will be, off and on use English and Bangla together. যেটা হচ্ছে যে আইএলটিএস এর যে স্পিকিং টেস্ট, আইএলটিএস এর স্পিকিং টেস্টে তিনটা পার্ট থাকে। প্রথমে একটা ইন্ট্রোডাক্টরি পার্ট থাকে, অর্থাৎ যাওয়ার পরে যখন আইএলটিএসটা শুরু হবে, প্রথমে এক্সামিনার আইডেন্টিফিকেশনটা দেখতে চান, তার মানে হচ্ছে পাসপোর্ট দেখতে চান। আপনাকে পাসপোর্ট ক্যারি করতে হবে, উনি পাসপোর্টটা হাতে নিয়ে আপনার নাম সাথে মেলাবেন বা ওনার যে কাজগুলো আপনার পাসপোর্ট নাম্বারের সাথে ম্যাচ করবেন। সো এটা করার পরে আপনার কথাবার্তা শুরু হবে এবং প্রথম পর্যায়ে যেটা হবে যে আপনাদেরকে উনি কিছু বেসিক প্রশ্ন জিজ্ঞেস করবেন, খুব সাধারণ কিছু বিষয়, যে কোনো বিষয় হতে পারে, অ্যাবাউট ইউর স্টাডি, অ্যাবাউট ইউর হোম, ইউর ফ্যামিলি, ইউর ওয়ার্ক, খুব সাধারণ কিছু কথাবার্তা। 4-5 মিনিট হয়তো এটা যাবে। হ্যাঁ, এটার আসলে কোনো সিলেবাস নাই, যে কোনো কিছু উনি জিজ্ঞেস করতে পারেন। এরপরে সেকেন্ড পার্টে উনি আপনাদেরকে একটা টাস্ক কার্ড দিবেন, সেই কার্ডে একটা টপিক দেয়া থাকবে। সেটার জন্য 1 মিনিট সময় দিবেন, কাগজ দিবেন, পেন্সিল দিবেন এবং আপনি প্রিপারেশন নিতে পারবেন। 1 মিনিটে কিছু পয়েন্ট টুকে রাখতে পারবেন। এটাই আমি আপনাদেরকে এখানে চ্যাট বক্সে দিয়েছি। এটি হচ্ছে সেই টপিক, পার্ট 2 এর টপিক। এটার পরে প্রিপারেশন নেওয়ার পরে আপনাকে 2 মিনিট এটার উপর একটা স্পিচ দিতে হবে, কাইন্ড অফ স্পিচ। ওখানে আপনার এক্সামিনার কিচ্ছু বলবেন না। আপনি ভুল করেন, সঠিক করেন, ভালো করেন, খারাপ করেন, দে উইল নট ইন্টারফেয়ার। ওকে, শেষ হয়ে গেল, আপনার 2 মিনিট শেষ, স্টপ ওয়াচ মেইনটেইন করবেন উনি। উনি বলবেন যে টাইমস আপ, থ্যাংক ইউ, ফিনিশ। ওটা হয়ে যাওয়ার পরে যেই টপিকটা ছিল আপনার আলোচনা বা ওই টাস্ক কার্ডে যে টপিকটা ছিল, সেই টপিকটার উপরে ফার্দার আলোচনা হবে, আরেকটু বিস্তারিত, আরেকটু ক্রিটিক্যাল, আরেকটু ডিপার। ঠিক আছে, বিটুইন ইউ অ্যান্ড দ্য এক্সামিনার। এক্সামিনার ওই বিষয়ে কারো প্রশ্ন করবেন, আপনাকে উত্তর দিতে হবে। সেটা 5-6 মিনিট, আরো 5-6 মিনিট চলবে। এই হচ্ছে টোটাল স্পিকিং টেস্টটা আইএলটিএস এর। 3টা পার্ট। প্রথমে সাধারণ আলোচনা, আপনার একদম পার্সোনাল কিছু বিষয় নিয়ে হয়তো কথাবার্তা বলবেন, আপনার ফ্যামিলি, আপনার পড়ালেখা, আপনার জব, আপনার ফিউচার প্ল্যান মেবি, ওকে, এনিথিং, আপনার স্পোর্টস নিয়ে ভাবনা, যে কোনো কিছু হতে পারে, আপনার অতীত, আপনার ছোটবেলা, আপনার স্কুল, প্রথম স্কুল কোথায় ছিল, এই জাতীয় কথাবার্তা। এরপরে পার্ট 2 তে যে টপিকটা দেয়া হবে সেই টপিকের উপরে 2 মিনিট কথা বলতে হবে, শেষ হলো। এরপর ওটা নিয়ে আরেকটু বিস্তারিত আলোচনা হবে। এই হচ্ছে 3টা পার্ট। এখন এটা আমি আপনাদের সাথে করতে যাচ্ছি, ইটস আ কাইন্ড অফ মক টেস্ট। পার্ট 1 আপনারা জানেন না আমি কি নিয়ে কথা বলবো, সেটা আমি চুজ করব। আই হ্যাভ সাম সিলেক্টেড পয়েন্টস, আই উইল পিক এনিওয়ান ফর ইউ। পার্ট 2 আপনাদেরকে দেয়া হয়েছে, যদিও আপনি একটু বেশি সময় পেলেন বা পাবেন, আপনি ওখানে আসলে 1 মিনিট সময় পাবেন। হ্যাঁ, এটা ঠিক এক্সামের মতো হচ্ছে না, বিকজ অ্যাজ উই হ্যাভ সাম লিমিটেশনস ওভার হিয়ার। আর হচ্ছে থার্ড পার্টে গিয়ে আমরা কি করব, কনভারসেশন করব। একজন শেষ হবে আর এরপর আমরা আরেকজনের কাছে যাব। ঠিক আছে, সো এই হচ্ছে অবস্থা। আমি সিরিয়ালটা বলে দিই কিভাবে আমি যাব, মানে এ পর্যন্ত যারা আছেন, তারপরে যারা আসবেন সেটা পরে ডিসাইড করা যাবে। প্রথমে আমি কথা বলবো হচ্ছে মারিয়ার সাথে, মানে নাবার সাথে। মারিয়ার পরে আমি কথা বলবো শামিমার সাথে। ঠিক আছে, মানে শামিমার টেস্ট হবে। 1 নাম্বার হচ্ছে, আচ্ছা লিখে রাখি, 1 নাম্বার হচ্ছে মারিয়া, 2 নাম্বার হচ্ছে, নেক্সট আসবে হচ্ছে শামিমা, থার্ড আসবে হচ্ছে সুমাইয়া আক্তার, ওকে। ফোর্থ আসবে হচ্ছে মোহাম্মদ আব্দুল্লাহ এবং 5 নম্বরে আসবে সুমাইয়া রহমান। ওকে, মোহাম্মদ আব্দুল্লাহ যেহেতু আজকে প্রথম আসছেন, ওনাকে প্রথমে করছি না, উনি একটু দেখুক এগুলা কিভাবে হচ্ছে। এবং তারপরে একটা রিকোয়েস্ট, যে যার সাথে কথা বলবো শুধু উনি হচ্ছে মাইকটা অন করবেন, আমার সাথে মানে কথা বলতে হবে, অন্যরা হচ্ছে প্লিজ মাইকগুলো অফ রাখবেন যেন কোনো নয়েজ না আসে, হ্যাঁ? এবং সবাই একটু মেনটেন করবেন যেন কোনো রকম নয়েজ না আসে। এটা ভালো হয় বিকজ আমরা এগুলো রেকর্ড হবে এবং পরবর্তীতে আমরা এটার উপরে ফিডব্যাক দিব যে এটা কেমন ছিল, হ্যাঁ? কোন জায়গাটা আরো ইমপ্রুভ করা দরকার বা কোথায় ভালো হয়েছে, হ্যাঁ? এটা মেইনটেইন করতে হবে। ঠিক আছে? সো আই উইল স্টার্ট উইথ মারিয়া। ওকে? সো
Okay.
প্লিজ, থ্যাংক ইউ। Unmute your mic and get ready for the test. And এটা কিছুটা acting হবে because I'm acting as an examiner and you are acting as a candidate, হ্যাঁ? আর এই মাঝখানে কোনো কথাবার্তা হবে না, ইনফর্মাল কোনো কথাবার্তা হবে না। যদি কারো কোনো কথা বলার থাকে সেগুলো টেস্টের পরে বলতে হবে। টেনশনের কিছু নাই, এখানে তো কোনো মার্কিং হচ্ছে না, সুতরাং পরে বলতে হবে যে এই জায়গাটা এরকম ছিল বা হ্যাঁ? সো টেক ইট ইজি। আর অন্যরা খুব ভালো মতো খেয়াল করেন যে কিভাবে কথা বলা হচ্ছে, কারণ আপনাদেরকে সেভাবে কথা বলার চেষ্টা করতে হবে এবং সবাই চেষ্টা করবেন যে আরো ভালো নিজের থেকে মানে নিজের বেস্টটা দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করবেন, এটা আর কি। সো জাস্ট okay, so this is gonna be the IELTS mock speaking test, and my name is Said Ahmed. I'm the examiner here, and the candidate name is Maria Ehsan. Maria, would you please tell us your exact name as it appears in your passport?
Hello, I'm Maria Ehsan, and I'm a student. You can call me Maria, and here's my passport.
Okay, great. Now, Maria, we will talk with you some general issues, then we'll go to other parts. So first, let's talk about cooking. Okay?
Okay.
Do you like cooking?
Yes, I do, and I prefer baking most because
What do you bake actually?
I bake cakes actually, and I love to bake pizzas and sometimes cookies because it gives me some time to know about my cooking skills, and I love to surprise my family when they appreciate my baking skills. I love it so much, and so I like it.
So what about traditional Bengali food? Do you like to cook them?
Yes, I do, but I know basically I don't know about the Bengali foods that I'm not an expert in Bengali foods, cooking Bengali foods, so I don't know about more.
Okay, so which cuisine you basically like?
Sorry?
Which cuisine you like most?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
I mean, cuisine means the food from country.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I mean, or like culture you like most.
Yes, I like. I think I like Thai and Chinese the most because these are something that because I'm a noodles lover, and I love chow meins and spaghettis most. When my mother gives me snacks, I love Chinese foods most. So I think.
And you know how to cook this kind of items like
Yes,
noodles.
I know how to cook spaghettis and noodles, and sometimes I also cook some Korean dishes.
Okay.
Which I learned from YouTube, watching YouTube videos.
So what Korean food you cook most of the time?
Most of the time I like to cook Korean ramens, and sometimes it's called kimchi.
Okay.
It's just called kimchi, and it's a vegetable, which is a traditional food in Korea.
Very good. So okay, tell us the process of cooking this dish.
Okay, it's a spicy food. It's a spicy food.
Okay.
And they use a lot of vegetables and fresh vegetables which are boiled, and they specially use some special sauces, and chili is the most needed things in this food while cooking. And this,
How to cook? Suppose I want to cook, I don't know, so teach me how to cook, step by step.
okay, at first you have to boil some water, then you have to mm, boil the vegetables also. You can mix some eggs and sometimes some and sometimes you can add some chickens here, or mushrooms, and sometimes you can add some tofus here. Then they use some special chili sauces and some soya sauces and some oyster sauces, and they use a lot of Korean traditional spices, and also a little bit of salt. Then they mix it, and then they serve it as kimchi.
Right. Okay. So you love to make it often. You eat yourself, or you also serve others?
I serve it to my families also.
What about drinks? What kind of drinks you like to have?
I don't drink. I don't prefer soft drinks. I try to avoid this.
Mhm.
But to me, lemon juices are preferable most.
As Bangladesh is a summer country, and like hot, humid in summer, do you like to have kind of juice, or some kind of fresh juice or something, some drink in the summer, which is it's very hot, like in June, July?
In summer, I like to have coconut water, and I like to have lemon juices, but I don't like soft drinks or other kind of
So do you make lemon juice at home?
yes, I do.
How do you make it?
I mix the lemon juices with cold water, and then add some sugars onto it. Then I prepare the.
Okay, thank you. There's the end of the first part. Now please check your second part, part 2 topic, and speak on that for 2 minutes.
Yes, my topic was about my perfect holiday.
Mhm.
So I usually go to my hometown when I get holiday of about approximately 7 days, and then when I go to my hometown, I go there with my mother. Otherwise, if I get a holiday about which lasts for about 3 to 4 days,
Mhm.
then I go to a short tour to Bandarban with my friends. Here I can share an interesting experience of mine that have happened during my last holidays. Is that I had learned how to ride a bicycle. It was my dream from childhood to ride a bicycle, but I didn't get any chance to learn it. So I decided to learn it during the last holidays I had. And so I took help from my cousins, and they helped me to learn about cycling, and they lent me a small bicycle and guided me very carefully. And after 4 days, I was able to do cycling. So this was the most interesting thing that happened during my holidays. And now I can ride a bicycle, and I have my own uh, here in my home where I live now. I have a bicycle of my own, but I usually don't take it. But I usually don't ride a bicycle here because Dhaka is the most crowded city here.
Mhm.
So riding a bicycle alone is seems to me dangerous. So I don't ride it.
Okay, thank you. That's the end of the part 2. Now let's go for discussion on it. This is the only thing you did in the last holiday, on your holiday, only just learning how to ride a bicycle?
No, I do other things also. Sometimes sometimes I meet my friends, and then I go to picnics with my family, and sometimes I do short courses when I get time. So there are other things that I do when I get holidays.
Okay, so what do you think, Maria? Do you think holidays are important for a person?
Yes, I think holidays are important for a person because this is the time that anyone gets for themselves, to know about themselves more, and this is the time that one can give them for their own.
Mhm.
And the holidays gives some leisure time to prepare anyone to take stresses for future.
But some people think the holidays are just a waste of time and money.
Some people think so, but I think holidays are needed for the people, so that they can they can prepare themselves for making money in future. Because if they get tired when they are in a continuous pressure about their academic, like their academic pressure or job uh, or from their job sectors, so they cannot do well when, I'm sorry.
Now, many people nowadays, like when they go to holidays, as people are busy now, they carry their cell phones and laptops and they keep working from that place, and also like get busy with their phones, business calls. What do you think?
uh, I think having a holiday is a blessing. So if people do these things in holidays, so they are connected with their works outside their workplaces. So they cannot enjoy their holidays as it should be enjoyed. So yes, it is needed to be connected with their works at home, but I think there should be a place for themselves too, where they can enjoy their time with their families and friends.
So people should go to enjoy the holidays themselves, alone, with their friends, colleagues, or with their families.
I think spending holidays with their families is the most perfect holidays for a person, because family to spend time with the family make them more happy in life. But it is also needed to spend some time with their friends, but people can do this in weekends also. So spending holidays with family is the most needed one, I think.
If somebody has a very tight schedule, for example, he works in a corporate, office, or like, busy all the time, and he needs to relax, where should they go to spend the holiday? Which kind of place? What do you
I
think?
think I think they should go to a place that is near that can give them some fresh air. That can give them some fresh air, and they should go to a place which is near to the nature, so they can have a feelings that can help them to heal their mind, and that can make them feel that can make them out of stress out of stress.
Yes, thank you so much, Maria. I mean, that's the end of the speaking test.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Unmute. So this is the speaking test, mock speaking test. I'm gonna do it with Shamima. Shamima, could you please tell us your name as it appears in the passport, please?
Good evening. I'm Shamima Nasrin. You can call me Shamima.
Okay. Shamima, let's talk about hobbies. Okay. So tell us about your hobbies. How many hobbies you have and what are they?
Um, okay. I I have so many hobbies, and first of all, um, at the beginning of my childhood, I had passion for collecting stamps,
Mhm,
and on that time, I had a good collection of stamps,
mhm.
and I have a copy where I stamp it, and um, I also write the information beside it. So that was my first hobby, and nowadays I have uh, uh, I like to read storybooks, and also I want to spend my time in gardening.
Okay, so tell us something about your garden, the one you are making.
Actually, it is in my balcony. It is although yeah, it is very small, um, a very small um, place, but I have lots of different types of flower plant, and also some vegetable plant. And whenever I get time, I like to uh, take care of my plants, and sometimes I like to sit over there and have my tea, and it's really a refreshing um, place for me.
Okay. Do you have any other hobby?
Yes, I like to read books, and I have a good collection of books. So whenever I get time, I like to read some books.
Okay, so what kind of book you love to read?
Actually, I like to read uh, novel, and sometimes I also like to read poems.
So can you say something about a novel you really liked?
Um, yes, I have. I read a book uh, which is very much favorite to me.
Name of the
Uh,
book and why you liked it.
the name of this
Novel.
uh, the name of this novel. The name of this novel is Jane Eyre,
Mhm.
and this is a story of an orphan girl, and throughout the story, she was searching for her family, but it is very uh, uh, she had gone through a very uh, lots of struggle and in her life.
Mhm. But you know, as you said, there's a kind of painful story. But why you liked it?
Because the way the author told us the story um, from the beginning of her life to uh, uh, to her maturity.
Mhm.
She has gone through lots of trouble. Whatever she wants in her life, she never get it. She never gets it.
Mhm.
So as a orphan girl, she all throughout her life, she was searching for her family, but um, she never get it.
Okay. Right. So while you were, I mean, while you were reading the story, I mean, could you identify yourself with her? I mean, that is that you got is it like the character became very familiar to you, something like this.
Yes, sometimes I feel that she's very near and dear ones of, or as if I she's very a familiar person of me.
Thank you so much. That's the first part. Now you got the the topic for the second part. So could you please like speak on that topic for 2 minutes, please?
Um, okay, first of all, my topic is favorite movie. My favorite movie is The Fault in Our Stars, and the movie is a story about two cancer affected teenager. Um, yeah, and they meet at a cancer support center, and the main heroine of this story um, is a girl who is only 16 years old. She is at last stage of her cancer, and she is just like she's at a, a dying situation, and she is very depressed all the time. She needs to carry a oxygen cylinder, and her parents wants to send her cancer support center. At that cancer support center, she meets.
Yes. I don't hear you, Shamima.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, please. Please continue.
Um, so at that cancer support center, she meets with another cancer patient. His name was Augustus, and uh, they become friends, and they share their hobbies and lots of things with each other. And mm, throughout the story, they uh, become fall in love, and at the end of the movie, the hero dies because of cancer, and uh, the heroine was very much shocked, although they know that they will die anytime. But this movie was very much um, sad ending.
Okay, thank you so much. That's the second part. Now, why you like the movie? I mean, if I put it in one sentence, why you like the movie?
uh, because this movies tells us a message that we need to appreciate what we have before it's gone. So our life is too short, and we have to live it happily.
Okay, good. When you were talking about the movie, you used some words. For example, you said hero, heroine. What do you mean by hero? What is hero?
Actually, the main character
Hmm.
of the movie, um, and heroine, the female main character, um, uh, and the story moves around
Yeah.
with this
Okay, good. But
character.
there is another word for main character. The word is used basically protagonist. So what's the
Protagonist
diff-
in literature.
Yeah, no, anywhere. I mean, movie is also literature. Now, what's the difference between a protagonist and the hero?
Mm, I think protagonist nah, is a main character, but um, the story maybe the protagonist um, tells us the tells us the story through her voice.
Okay, like for hero, as you said the word hero, suppose in a movie, can a hero be a person who is very old, or ugly looking, or a very average person, or I mean, can a person like this be a hero in the movie? Not good
Yes,
looking, not
uh,
like not rich, not like strong or something, or hero is always like something who is superhuman? What do you think?
no, I think that anyone can be hero, because maybe he is not that much handsome or attractive, um, but if he, that character boldly uh, or that character has a very can say the main message, or that character can inspire us, I think here any character will be the hero.
Okay. Now, well, let's talk about some other things. You talk about the message. You said, and many times you use the word message. Do you think that a message is really important in a movie?
Mm, yes, I think, because uh, movie is although movie is a source of entertainment, but it gives us idea or inspiration. And also sometimes movie teaches us life lessons. So
Hmm?
when a director or a director makes a story, a movie, um, he should have a story, and also behind the story there should be a message.
So, do you think we can use movie as a means or as a medium for public awareness about something in the country or in the
of,
world?
of course.
Can you give
uh, of,
one example?
um, of course, nowadays we have many famous or life related movies. So sometimes we think that for these movies can give us message.
Okay. Any example that you have watched some movie that really was used to make people aware about something? Maybe a short movie, no problem. In your country, maybe in Bangla. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, you hear me? You heard the question?
Can you tell it again?
Yeah. I mean, I said, give one example about a movie, maybe a short movie, maybe in Bangla, no problem, that was used to make people aware about something, about some health issues or anything. Just one example.
Okay, few days ago I saw a movie.
Mhm.
The name of the movie um, mm, uh, is um, uh, Halda, and this story this movie gives us a message about our um, fishing.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Shamima, for, I mean, that's the end of the speaking test with you. Okay. So now the next candidate is Sumaya Akhtar. Sumaya, welcome to the speaking test. My name is Said Ahmed. I'm the candidate. And Sumaya, could you please tell me your name as it appears in the passport, please?
Hello, sir. Good evening. My name is Sumaya Akhtar. Call me Sumaya.
Okay. Now we're going to talk about shopping. Do you like shopping?
Yes, sir. It's my most favorite hobby.
Okay. So what do you basically shop? I mean, most of the time.
Most of the time, I shop my like skincare products or dresses or makeup item. You
Mhm.
know, girls
So
usually like this.
where do you love to go? Where do you love to go for shopping?
Bosundara City Complex in Dhaka. I
Mhm.
loved it, and I comfortably to go there and shopping, because there are lots of all kind of many all kind of brands for all kind of products.
Mhm.
We can visit there in one place. We get all kind of stuffs which we will prefer to buy, and which is for needed for necessity for us. And I usually go there, and I found easily in there,
Do you
because
love to go shopping alone or with somebody?
uh, yes, I like to go with my husband, because he know me, and he is one of person who always push me to buy who- products, or which item I like. He always tell me you should buy it, and because your hobby, I my husband says always to me, you have to do it. I have no complaint about your hobby. Or
Now, as you have grown up now, like you, if you compare your shopping now and your shopping in childhood, what's the difference?
there are lots of difference in our childhood period. We all are lack of knowledge, lack of because we are then not grown up to there in that time all are year children, so we have not so much knowledge about uh, what should buy, and what should not buy in your childhood, because then you are a child, not a grown up person. Because of that, I think lots of difference between now and before. So in present time, now we can choose our product, and we can buy it, and we can also afford it easily, because in childhood period, no one can too much permission to buy a product whenever or how much you will
So,
get.
okay, so I mean, do you like, online shopping?
Now in this COVID situation, we can't go often, because of everyone is very uh, everyone is very shocked this situation. In this situation, we have to maintain our security at first. Because of that, I think online shopping is become very popular. For I usually order my necessary products on online. um, I think now this, because of this situation, it is necessary to maintain our security level.
Mhm.
And after
So what are the
online
differences? I mean, which one you prefer? For example, forget about the COVID situation. Suppose there is no COVID problem, but in that case,
yes, sir.
you prefer, like, physical shopping or online shopping?
uh, After passing this situation, I will not buy product in online, because not every product is not real or trustable. Because I personally got few of products are not my as much I like or I think about that is the real in picture. So I got some fake review. I can say it's my bad review because of their fake products. When delivery man give me products, they feel so much disappointed. So I think more after passing this situation, physically shopping is much better for online shopping n- uh, because of there is no 80% are fake, I think so, because of getting to my fake products. Yeah, better is everyone should
But there is
physical shopping.
so far I know there is an option called cash on
Return.
delivery. Cash on
Yes
delivery.
sir.
When you can check
Yes
and
sir.
then you can pay. Then why fake?
Yes sir. Yes sir. Because one was gifted product and my husband gifted me in our anniversary. I don't want to back because of that. Another was also gifted, but or two is my buy. So my
Okay,
is
thank you so much.
that is
Thank
my
you so much.
opinion, sir.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you so much. That's the end of the first part. Now the second part, you got a topic. Please speak on that for 2 minutes time. Yes, you got the topic, right? Hello,
Yes sir.
you got the
No
topic.
sir.
Now speak on
No
that for
sir.
2 minutes.
Center sir,
Mhm.
is Bosunda City Shopping Complex.
Okay.
It is located in Dhaka, Panthapat. I often go with my husband. And the I like to go there because of lots of shop in one place, and it's has lots of characteristics, I think so. It's very popular nowadays because of it's a lots of shop and you can enjoy because of it has one it's just cineplex movie theater, and you can also enjoy their food court, and also babies playground, or you can say babies a kids zone where you can go and uh, you can go with your child or babies, you can uh, visit there. And I think it is the most enjoyable part for every parents to see your babies are happy with many kinds of toys, various toys they will play with them. Sir, I think it's a lots of characteristics. There is also lots of kind of makeup brands. There is Bog dresses. I love them.
Okay, thank you. That's the end of the second part. We're gonna go to the last part, third part. So, why you like Bosundhara city to be specific? What there are many shopping centers in Dhaka, and you have like
Yes,
even
sir.
bigger one like
Yes,
Jumbo.
sir.
But why? Yes, please.
I like to go New Market also, and also Gulshan Police Plaza.
Okay, good. Now, let's talk about a little detail about this. Uh, some people say shopping is an addiction to some people. Do you believe it?
Not shopping is not a addiction, but it's a hobby. You can say it's a hobby because of every girl wants to make themselves more attractive than by
Yeah, I know, I
shopping.
know, I
And
know, I know. But some people, some girls, or even some boys, maybe they do it so frequently and so. I mean, with it looks like this is their addiction. What do you think about this? You believe it or not?
yes, sir, in our society there are always two types of thinking people. One is positive, one is negative. You can say about this addiction. I can say it's a positive types, or it's a hobby. It's my opinion. I can say it's a hobby. It's a personal opinion of their addiction called people who are. I don't think so, because of it's a hobby. It's a hobby. It's not a addiction. But some people think that they will spend lots of money. But they will spend lots of money of their husband. They think that, but I don't think so. It's a bad thing. But it's a good thing also. I It's my opinion, you can say. And I think
Suppose you have a plan to buy something, maybe a little more expensive thing, important and expensive. Then how should anybody approach to buy that stuff? Okay. Um, for example, a camera, okay, for example, a cell phone, but and that will be a little more expensive. So how should you buy that? What is your plan? What you will do to buy that?
uh, it is more expensive than I will thought to plan how to buy in limited budget, or I will think that how can I save my money for buying this. And after saving some kind of money, amount of money, and I will think to buy or prefer to buy, when I will can arrange my money to buy a amount of money to buy this camera or expensive things.
There are two kinds of people. uh, One group of people, they will buy cheap items, but they will buy many. Other group, I mean, they will buy rarely, but they will buy expensive items, but they will buy rarely. They will not do a shopping, go for shopping very frequently. Which one you support?
So I will support both because of it's the situation. Every girls often uh, who have lots of time, or some people have limited time for their shopping. Because of that situation, one should buy their frequently product, and another they don't get it too much time to buy shopping uh, of their busy life schedule. Or then they whenever they get a time when- whenever they get a time.
Please continue. We were talking about, like, the buying so many things at cheaper rate, or buying few things at I mean, at high rate. Which one you support? You were talking about this.
I was a support for support, sir. I think my support is for both, because of some specific condition, because
Let,
one get too
Sumaya,
much
Sumaya,
time.
Sumaya, let me rephrase my question. Let me be very specific. Some people like local items, while some other people buy basically brand items. For example, even T-shirt. Okay, many
Yes, sir.
boys have this tendency. They will
Hmm.
just buy two or three in the whole year, but they go for very expensive brand shirt, brand t-shirt.
Yes, sir.
Others will go for locals, doesn't matter. Okay, what do you support? Just in 1 minute, that's your time.
Sir, I support to second option. Second, uh, my personal opinion of my husband is same second option. I go with second option. Yeah, my husband, I often saw him to buy a branded product. But he doesn't get so much time to buy her necessary product or her and I don't have till now I don't have to see any kind of cheaper product or any kind of unbranded product. You save the one man who yearly 1 year yearly buy 2 or 3 shirts like him in branded product. I saw I in my it's my personal opinion to seeing my husband. He did this till now.
Okay, thank you so much, Sumaya, for the speaking test. That's the end of the speaking test.
Thank you, sir.
So this is the mock speaking test, IELTS mock speaking test, and my name is Said Ahmed. I'm the examiner, and the candidate name is Mohammed Abdullah Al Mahmoud. Mohammed Abdullah, could you please tell us your name as it appears in the passport, please?
My name is MD Abdullah Al Mahmoud. My nickname is Bikash. You can call me Bikash.
Okay, thank you so much. Because let's talk about television. Do you love watching television?
No, I am not like the watching television.
Okay, why not? What's the problem?
Because I have no more time to see this.
Okay, so did you love to watch television before when you were a child like this?
I can't understand your speech.
Did you like to watch television when you were a child?
Yes, I was in that time when my childhood.
Okay, so what did you, I mean, you used to watch that time? Do you remember any program you liked very much in your childhood on television?
I'm watching the one program that is showing in a BTV channel. That's name is Sichimpur.
Okay, why you like that? Do you remember why you liked it?
Because there are more learning part in this program.
So you love something which has some message or learning, right?
Right.
Listen. Okay, good. Let's talk about your leisure time. What do you do basically in your leisure time?
Traveling.
Traveling. Why do you love to travel?
Because I want to see what's happening in our nature and what's around our country.
Which place have you visited so far in Bangladesh or outside Bangladesh?
I am interested to be visiting and to going there. That is Sajek Valley.
Mhm.
I traveled there last 3 months ago.
Mhm. So how is it? Can you please explain Sajek Valley?
That is a very amazing place. I can see this, and there have many hills and many interesting places like Afiakum, Nafakum, and many others areas. That is very natural and very amazing to see this.
Mhm. What is the most amazing thing that you really, I mean, kind of amazed you? I mean, you got like stunned when you went over there.
I can't understand your speech.
What basically attracted you there? I mean, what is the most, I mean, interesting?
Helipad. That is helipad. That is top on the hill.
Mhm. If somebody wants to go to Sajak Valley from Dhaka, how should he go?
By bus.
Excuse me, just a minute. Now this is the end. This is the end of the first part. Could you please speak on the second part? You got the topic. Now speak on that topic for 2 minutes, please.
The city I'm interesting so much, that is Medina. I never went there, but I want to go to see the grave of the Prophet. I saw on a TV that I liked very much, and that's why I got to see it. There are many rows of the palm trees above the desert that cannot be seen. I also want to see the camels there are, and what we have heard about Islam that is seen to in reality, and I wanted to know it morely. And there are a lot of very nice scenario that I really want to see. That's why I want to travel on these cities.
It's finished your speech. Muhammad Abdullah, please unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, please, Muhammad Abdullah.
Hello.
Yeah, you finished your speech?
Yes, sir.
Okay, actually I was waiting because not 2 minutes, you need to speak more. Okay, anyway, we are going to the third part. We're going to the third part on this topic. You said you'd love to visit Medina. Okay, and specifically it's because of the Islamic reasons. When you are planning to go to Medina?
It's about 5 years later.
Okay, you have a plan to go to, I mean, yeah, right. Now, okay, let's talk about traveling. And you said this is a religious traveling. So which one you think that people should go for? Because people travel for many reasons, sometimes for adventure, sometimes for fun, sometimes for any necessity, sometimes for religious reasons. For example, Muslims travel to, Makkah, Medina, and Al-Aqsa and other places for religious. So which one you think is the best? I think he lost the connection. Yes, Muhammad Abdullah.
I think there have a network issue.
It's okay, but you got the question, or should I tell you the question again?
Okay.
Okay, I mean, you wanna go to Medina, I mean, to visit the Prophet, the Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam grave, right? Rawza Mubarak. Now, this is a kind of religious traveling. So do you like to have only religious traveling?
No, I travel for there to see the natural place, and there have many kinds of areas that I want to see, and the desert, and there are many places that I like and want to see that.
Okay, I mean, which places have you traveled to in Bangladesh? Already traveled, like apart from Sajek?
I travel in Chittagong and Cox's Bazar, Saint Martin. That's it.
Did you like St. Martin's Island?
Yes, I like it so much.
Why? What's the reason?
Because there are a free place from Cox's Bazar, and there have a very flights scenery, and it's more similar than it's not similar than Cox's Bazar.
Okay, so you do not like Cox's Bazar that much,
Right? Because there have many long population.
So that's a very good point, Muhammad Abdullah. Do you think that when tourist place or a natural place, beautiful natural place, has gets like overcrowded, it rather destroys that natural place? You got my question? Hello, Muhammad. Hello. We lost him again. I think the poor connection. Yeah, Muhammad.
It's showing connecting.
Yeah, okay, okay, I hear you. Last question, the last question.
Okay.
Okay, do you think that when so many people go to a natural place, the people rather destroy the place?
Sorry.
When so many people, a big crowd goes to a place, for example, Cox's Bazar, do you think this is a bad thing? This is not good?
I think that is good, but they just not maintain their rules, because they broken their rules, like they don't took out any plastics or others in a right place. They're throwing it in water, like sea fish.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Muhammad
Thank you, sir.
Abdullah. So this is the mock IELTS speaking test, and this is Said Ahmed, the examiner, and we have the candidate Sumaya Rahman. And now, Sumaya, welcome to the speaking test. And could you please tell us your name as it is in your passport, please?
Hello, sir. Good evening. I'm Sumaya Rahman Borsha. You can call me Borsha. This is my passport.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Now, let's talk about internet. Do you like internet?
Yes, I like internet.
Why? Why you like? Which applications you basically like on the internet?
About actually everything. In internet, we can acknowledge some actually many things like about our study, our knowledge, about latest trends, about some news. So I like it very much.
So use it for many purposes, internet.
Yes.
Now, some people are complaining that for the internet, people are becoming very mechanical, and the natural relationship between people is dying. Do you believe it?
Yes, I believe it.
Could you please explain?
Um, because uh, because of internet, we can't actually communicate with people in reality, but virtually. So it is a distance, I think, between peoples. It's a very bad thing, but it's also very useful for people who are staying in distant places or countries, I think.
Okay, but we see sometimes that, like 3, 4 people, sitting in the same room, maybe they are relatives, or 3, 4 friends, sitting at the restaurant or like cafe, but they're not talking to each other. I mean, everybody is engaged in his own social media or something like that. Do you think it's a good idea?
No, it's not a good idea, actually.
Okay,
Mm.
so what you can do, for example, we need the internet, but again, we need to stop this addiction to internet. Then what should be the balance?
Uh, uh, we can use our leisure time in internet, and we can spend a little more bit time with our friends and families, like talking to each other and playing with some games or sharing our views. I think that's more helpful to us.
Some people are complaining that internet gives the opportunity to cheat each other. So many like fake relationships, cheating and other things happening because of internet, especially social media. What do you think about it?
Yes, it's true. I even heard about some stories like this, that people are cheated in these days. So it's not a good thing. People are misusing internet like this. So I don't like it either. I think our government should take steps on it, and we should be more careful about this.
Right.
We can talk to people like that. We can um, know actually unknown people. We can talk to them
Sure.
freely.
Should we then trust people? I mean, that in the virtual life.
Uh, Actually, I think no, we can't trust them. Before trusting, we can actually search for their ID, their detailed personality, their basic informations, their about themselves. Then we can continue our conversation with them.
Mhm.
So that's my point of view, actually.
Okay, thank you so much. That's the end of the first part. Now, for the second part, you got a topic. Please speak on it for 2 minutes, please.
Okay. My topic is about reading newspapers. I actually like to read Prothom most, which is a very popular newspaper in Bangladesh. And because of its courageous journalism, rich contents, and unique design, I like it most. It touches people heart very quickly by their positive thoughts and classic presentations. Nowadays, Prothom has been spent in every corner of Bangladesh. There are nobody who don't know about Prothom. They speak about new innovations, politics, cultures, spiritual facts, social views, economic conditions. Actually, they also publishes sports, quizzes, and international topic. So I think uh, it's very interesting to me, but I really don't read newspaper regularly. That's a bad thing. So actually, I don't get time to read newspaper, but um, actually I read another part of it, which is Noksha. I know it's not helpful for my knowledge, but I read it for my entertaining purpose only. In it, actually, I can see and know about new fashion trends, recipes, health tips, and oldest handicraft items. So it's very entertaining for me. I read it in my leisure period, in my room most of the time, but I read it in my class also.
Thank you
So
so much. That's the end of the second part. Now let's go to the
thank you.
third part. Do you read any other newspaper other than Prothom?
I read actually Jugantar sometimes.
Okay, good. Now let's go to the third part. Just a minute. Yeah. So you talked about newspaper and you talked about one particular newspaper in particular. So we'll talk about that. Now, you said that I don't have time to read newspaper. Some people say this is just a lame excuse because you can manage at least 15 minutes time, whatever the day, however, busy you are. What do you think?
Yes, it's a lame excuse, but uh, I feel it's a little bit boring. But I know it's not a good thing.
Second point, you talked about newspaper and you feel like little bit ashamed because you read it for entertainment. There's a big debate actually that why should we read newspaper? So what's the problem if we read only the entertainment or sports parts? Any problem? I mean, why should it be only for knowledge gathering? Why not for entertainment only?
Okay. Yes, we can read it for entertainment, actually entertaining purpose, but I actually prefer that we gather knowledge from newspaper because there are many things in it. So we can't actually read newspaper only our entertaining purpose, but it's good for ourselves too.
In Bangladesh, a very big number of people complain that they almost like stop reading newspaper because the most of the time the negative news items get the heading. Almost like the whole newspaper is full of like negative news. So what do you think about it?
um yes, I can say that also, but there are not only the negative views, there are some positive views too. So we don't think actually one side. We can think about the positive sides too.
Do you believe everything you read in the newspaper? Because some people say there are so much politics behind it. Sometimes the journalist, the newspaper itself, gives like wrong information, supporting some part, one side. So what do you do? You read, you believe whatever you read, or you use your common sense?
Of course, I use my common sense because what they are writing always not true. Um, they are writing in some politics views for you know uh, uh, to please the government, but uh, we cannot actually give our opinion on that views. We can use also our um, knowledge, you know.
Okay. Now, as you mentioned, like two newspaper, Prothomol and Jugantor, just very, very common ideas, just a few points. How do you find they are different?
uh, they are different in many cases, like uh, their presentations are not alike. um, Even their printing also not same. uh, we can say they are different because um, of they share actually different contents and different thoughts I can see in it. And their social views are also not alike. Mm, two newspapers are giving their thoughts differently.
Okay. Last question, Sumaya. Some people saying that print newspapers are dying because they have, people are interested in reading like e-newspaper. And you saw that many newspapers now they have videos, even like, foreign countries, like Prothomalo, even Daily Star, now they have their Bangla version, right? So people, the print newspaper, what is in paper, people are losing interest. What do you think about this?
Actually, I think uh, it's for the internet, um, and people are digitalizing, so they are not anymore interested in reading papers. They like videos most because you can see the things in it, and in newspaper you have just read the newses, and it takes a lot of time. But in videos you can just doing your works and sees the news. So I think that's makes people more comfortable.
Okay, thank you so much, Sumaya. That's the end of the speaking test.